I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Bulgari Diagono ultra-narrow chronograph. You can see this 42mm stainless steel DLC and 18-karat rose gold automatic chronograph on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full sales listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Bulgari sports chronograph. Now, Bulgari has quietly become a force in watchmaking over the last 2 decades, starting with its first sporting watch references in the early 90s, moving forward to the consolidation of its sports references under the Diagono line during the early 2000s, and finally ending in the watch that's on my wrist today. It's been an extraordinary journey for Bulgari, and they've pretty much spanned the entirety of high horology to mainstream luxury watchmaking. This watch is exceptionally versatile in as much as it has a fantastic, one might even say spectacular wrist presence that's perfectly compatible with formal attire and smart casual, but it's also 100-meter water resistant, such that you could actually take this watch swimming without a care. This is a versatile and extraordinary timepiece. Let's explore the fit, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the features. 42mm across the round of the case. That's not inclusive of the crown and chronograph pushers, both of which I should mention are in ceramic. Now, the case itself is DLC stainless steel, specially hardened, so it's exceptionally resilient, but it's quite nuanced. As you can see, the hinge lugs have been selected to make this fairly large sports watch compatible with smaller wrists. It's only 12.5mm thick, and there's a little bit of a lip bevel to the bezel, so it easily slips underneath a dress cuff or a formal sleeve. From lug to lug, it measures 54mm, but that's a deceptive measurement, as it's far more compatible with a small wrist than those bare dimensions would suggest. It wears with immense presence on a large wrist, but it's the miracle of these unconventional hinge lugs that make the watch wear well for me at 16 centimeters circumference, and in my estimation, down to a wrist as small as 14 centimeters in circumference. First, you can see that the watch effectively has no lugs. It's a lugless case. The hinges allow the strap to pull straight down around the tight curve of a smaller wrist. Not only do they look distinctive and handsome, but ergonomically, they are an excellent solution. Now, the strap has a little bit of molded-in curvature. It has a semi-rigid portion where it abuts the lug. Plenty of character lines are molded in to give it definition, and it's a very high-quality piece, impressive in its substance and thoughtful in its detailing. You can see the underside with relief channels and vents to allow moisture, sweat, grit, and oils to escape the skin on hot days, and it features a Bulgari-inscribed traditional sports watch pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustments. Now, the case, as I mentioned, is all DLC stainless steel. It's a beautiful matte treatment with alternate matte and polished facets for differentiation. There are actually different tones of black on the case to set the different planes and facets apart. And then the spectacular traditional double Bulgari inscribed 18-karat rose gold bezel surrounding a dial that is gorgeous, to be honest, and beautifully finished, but highly functional. Aesthetics and legibility go hand in hand here. Each one is given equal weighting. Neither suffers at the expense of the other. All applied, you can see the rose gold indices, Arabic numeral 12. Each one of the indices is individually luminescent, as are the hands at center for hours and minutes, so you can read this watch in the dark sports watch style. It also has a granular matte finish to the dial base, and you can see that to good advantage here, so there's no glare that could potentially block out your view of the dial even in direct and harsh light. You'll note the beautiful treatment of the individual sub-registers with golden chapter rings. Now, the chronograph is a modular variety, so essentially a automatic winding bidirectional Swiss base, likely an ETA or base directly on one. Again, 42-hour power reserve, beating at a modern 4 Hz beat rate, or 28,800 vibrations per hour. We're using Bulgari terminology today, so this is the caliber B130. B130 features a vertical clutch system for its chronograph, so it starts without jump, it stops without stagger, and it resets precisely to the index at 12. That's the advantage of vertical clutches. Moreover, you can simply leave the chronograph running if you prefer to read hours, minutes, and seconds at center rather than resorting to the subdial. Now, the date, discrete at 4 o'clock, blends in when you don't really want to see it, and it's accessible when you do. Discrete and useful. It also features a quick set function such that you can rapidly cycle the date to correct it in the event that the watch encounters an irregular length month or runs down. Finally, when you pull the crown to extremity, you do hack the balance, halting the advance of the seconds hand, and you can synchronize precisely to a reference time. And once again, this is a 100-meter water-resistant sports watch, so it's ready for fun in the sun this summer. Start your fun and get ready for some sun by checking out this Bulgari Diagono ultra-narrow chronograph on our website.